Hello everyone. Now in this video we will discuss sample paper set 2 question 26 to 30 science class 10. Now let's begin. And the question 26 is the following figure illustrates binary fission in amoeba in an incorrect sequence. So there is a four diagram is given. There is a part of the binary fission. There is a cell division and they are arranged in an incorrect form. So the question A is which is the correct sequence and give reason why is it so correct. So the answer is, so on the right side diagram there is a correct sequence of binary fission of MY step by step. So the correct step is second, and then third, then fourth, and then first. So the first is second step, then third step, then fourth step, then first step. So there is a correct step of binary fission in amoeba. So there is a on right side diagram there is a correct step. So learn this diagram. First their daughter cell produced, then can splits into the nucleus, then can splits into the two parts, and then finally it can splits into the separated. So the answer is why is correct is because the reproduction in amoeba is through the binary fission. You know that the parent nucleus of amoeba gets split into two daughter cells by the division of a cytoplasm. So it is correct by the sequence of A. Example A. Next is question 27. Why it is advised to keep both the mirror and the skin in suitable standard with the skin put in the front of the mirror in the experiment for finding the focal length of the convex mirror by obtaining the image of the distant object. Give at least two reason. So basically the two reason is they can we can for this is the experimental question. We can this experiment to find a stable image and to find the image without disturbing incoming light rays, because the many to fix the skin into the front of the mirror as light coming from the practical infinite distance are considered as a parallel rays. So after reflection it get me to the focus that is on the screen. So secondly, for getting a stable image, and we can find the focal length without disturbing the incoming light rays. So the answer is, firstly we find the stable image, and second is without disturbing incoming light rays. Next is, in the following group of material, which group contain only non-biodegradable items? So question an option given is wood, paper, leather, polythene, detergent, PVC, plastic, detergent, glass, plastic, bakelite, or DDT. So the choose the correct option is the MCQ type question. Firstly, you know the difference between the biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Firstly, the biodegradable is which is the material which is decomposed in nature, which can bury into soil and their natural things. And the non-biodegradable is which is the material which cannot be decomposed in any situation, which can be present in any form in the earth and soil and various forms. So if there is examples of the polythene, PVC, plastic, bakelite, detergent, DDT, they all are non-biodegradable material in nature because they cannot decompose in any matter. Plastic, you know that the plastic and polythene is a very harmful form of nature. They cannot bury, they cannot fired. So there is a detergent also produce the forms and is harmful for our nature. So non-biodegradable substances are a substance cannot decompose and buried into similar molecules by the action of microbes. Therefore, these molecules remain in the nature for a long period of time. So the example is polythene, detergent, PVC, polyvinyl chloride, and a synthetic polymer of plastics, bakelite, DDT. DDT is a pesticide like that. And the biodegradable molecules are the simpler molecule by the action of microbes. They can decompose also. So these examples per wood they can easily fired. So the answer is D, option second and fourth. So the option second is polythene, detergent, PVC, and fourth is plastic, bakelite, DDT. They all are only non-biodegradable items. So our answer is D. So the question 29 is choose the correct option. This is also MCQ. There is an experimental question like small experiment when the zinc metal is dipped into a sulfate solution of X. X is replaced from the solution. It means that. So basically in the four options will be given. X is more active than a zinc, zinc is more active than a X, zinc and X has great affinity from each other. Decomposition has take place. Firstly, we know that we assume the X is like a metal which is a more electropositive than zinc or less electropositive than zinc. So we take iron. X is assumed as a iron, Fe. So if we generate the reaction Zn plus FeSO4 gives ZnSO4 plus Fe, because FeSO4 replaces the zinc to comprehend the colorless solution. So Zn is a more active than iron, because the zinc is easily reactive with SO4 and replace the Fe. So Fe is a less electropositive than a zinc. So the answer is, it can easily replace the iron metal and the color of the solution faded, because the color is green to colorless due to the formation of zinc sulfate. The grayish black color iron metal is decomposed like iron is decomposed in the plate. So the option is zinc is more active than iron. So this is the correct option. So the answer is B. Zinc is a more correct reaction than X. Question 30. Choose the correct option. What type of is sexual reproduction the following diagram depicts? The daughter cells splits in the nuclei, and the formation of cycloplasm, and they can split into two parts, like F and E. So the answer is a binary fission of ova. There is a important question of biology. So the fission division into single entities into two more parts, and a regenerate of those parts to separate entities resemble the origins. So the better terms is also may have the organism what is the population or species splits into discrete parts. So there is a function of binary fission, and the option is